you didn't know, Bo Nix is a true freshman, and it showed in the game against Florida. Now, that's precisely the reason why I believe that Auburn's expectations for this football season should be lowered, because I don't think he's able to yet lead them to anything great. So a lot of fans, or some of the fans, want to blame Gus Malzahn's play calling, and there might be some room for that. But I also saw Bo Nix flat out miss plays that he should have made. I'm going to show you where some of these were and how he can fix it moving forward. But don't throw him under the bus, even though that I don't think he'll be able to make a lot of these wholesale changes until, he has a full off season and comes into his next year. So I'm going to show you one play in depth here, and I'm going to show you another play just kind of showing you another thing that he missed. But it's going to make the point here that I'm showing you that he's a true freshman, and these are things that a young player just misses and that he'll have to learn with time. So first of all, on this play I'm going to show you right now, they're in the shotgun. Running back is set to the right. 3 wide receivers are in the trips formation to the left. Florida has 4 down linemen and 7 people that are going to be in coverage. This is a zone coverage, and you can tell by the fact that the Florida DBs are not matching the Auburn receivers. And the cornerback, number 1, is by himself on the field side. And that usually is an indicator when a cornerback isn't matched up against somebody, but he's still on his side of the field. That means that he's going to play a zone. The pass protection is solid on this play, and the 2 inside wide receivers run a fake screen. Smoke and mirrors, basically. And Nix looks there, and he gives a pump fake to that direction, which is a good sign. He actually tricks the DBs. 2 of the DBs run forward for the fake here. Then wide receiver number 80, the blocker in the the trick play, runs upfield past one of the trick DBs. Things are good so far. Wide receiver number 80 is open. But here's the problem. Bo Nix is staring down wide receiver number 80, and he hasn't thrown the ball yet when he should have. So the DB number 31, the safety, he sees this and he squats in his zone instead of running for it for the fake screen. Nix then tries to throw this ball on a rope to wide receiver number 80. 31 jumps this for a nice interception. You see the one-handed play there? So Nix could have done 2 things differently, at least here. Number 1, he could have threw this on the rope as soon as wide receiver number 80 is level at the hips of the first DB that he ran by. This would allow the ball to get there as soon as he breaks free from this coverage and inside of the zone gap between the safety number 31 and the DB that he ran past. And it would have been an uncontested catch. So the issue wasn't that Bo Nix threw it on the rope. The issue was the timing. So that's one thing he could have done. Or, here's number 2. Nix could have thrown this ball with touch, high and on the outside shoulder toward the sideline. There was room because the far left wide receiver, I bet you forgot about him. This was a trips formation to the left side. He ran a go route all the way to the top of the field, and he ran the deep third zone cornerback out of the play. And this would have been an open play here with a lot of room, another gap in the zone, and it would have been a better option than the pass that he threw. Now, this is obviously something that Bo Nix will have to learn in time. He'll have to get down his timing and optimal ball placement. That's not something that you necessarily just fix willy-nilly in the middle of the season. So that's why I say this is probably something you have to fix in the off season and moving forward. But that doesn't spell good things for that season moving forward. One last thing I'm going to show you, a quick look at a play later in the game. Bo Nix misses a wide open wide receiver across the middle of the field here. And Florida seems to be in some type of combo coverage. Because I see the field cornerback seems to be playing some type of man on the far right wide receiver, while the others in the defense are playing some type of cover 2 possibly, because they have 2 deep safeties over the top. But it could also be a cover 4, but the boundary corner is hanging around his starting position near the flat. So it's kind of like a mix of things going on here. Wide receiver number 80, the far left wide receiver for Auburn, so you see Bo Nix is missing him, runs a dig route, and he comes wide open at the first down marker in front of the safety, and they need this conversion right here. So the crazy part is that the pass protection is good here, and Bo Nix is looking to his left, so everything is set up for him to make this play. Gus called a good play here, and he just doesn't see it, or he doesn't throw it. So it could be a confidence thing, or it could be a fact that he's missing his read. So he ultimately runs to the left and throws this ball away. And they needed that conversion. These are freshman mistakes. I don't see him fixing these wholesale this season, which is why I say I'm down on the expectations for them. They're probably going to finish 3rd in the SEC West. And that should be the expectation moving forward. So that's what I'm going to propose, but I want to hear What do you think about Bo Nix at this point of the season? What do you predict their record will be? Leave that in the comment section. I want to engage with you, and I want to know why. Tell me why you believe that. I could show you even more plays to those who think that I may be cherry picking and showing you just some of the things that went wrong. I could show you more plays like the slant that he missed on the goal line that would have been a touchdown late in the game that could have changed the complexion of things. So these are just things that they'll have to think about moving forward, and maybe game planning wise, seeing if they want to, tailor the plan toward taking some of the pressure off of him for this season. But that's something that they'll have to consider. If you like this video, click on the video here to the left. It'll show you the video that the YouTube algorithms work together to determine, that you as a viewer will want to see this video from my channel. Or you can also click on the video to the right, and it's the last video I made. So thank you for supporting, and I'll see you next time.